Hey everyone, welcome to the show. This is the More Sibyl Podcast, and today I have.
Hello.
This is Isaiah.
Hello everybody. This is Sylvia.
안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 뭐라고 합니다. 오늘 팟캐스트 라이브 쇼입니다.
네.
Alright, 시작해볼까요?
네.
Alright everyone, this is the More Sibyl Podcast, a podcast about culture, nomads, and designed for Black nations and those who love them. A special shout out to Chad. You don't see him, he's working behind the scenes. And we had a lot of technical difficulty, which I'm not going to go into, but thank you, and I'm glad to be here today. And Sylvia, we're going to be having a lot of fun today, right?
Yeah.
What should people expect?
Delicious food. And
like
spicy noodles.
Spicy noodles, yes.
Like this. Combination with black noodles.
Yes.
And we can have some beef soup.
Some beef soup, yes.
Korean style. And there's a plantain ready in here too.
Plantains are there. You can see them, but I promise they're there. We're going to air fry those.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda just joined us. Hello, Linda. Everyone, make sure to send in your questions and comments and whatnot, and we can go ahead into the discussion for today. And for me, I'm excited to be doing this. I think one of the reasons I wanted to do a cooking show, even though I had no idea just how to set this up, was so that when next you, for those that like, say for example, Korean food, when next you enter a Korean restaurant, you can have that confidence to be like, oh, I can order this and that. Because I remember the first time I walked into a Korean restaurant by myself, I was so like, I thought they were just going to kick me out because what's this girl doing here? But if you want to just, explore something new, especially Korean food, hopefully through this adventure, you can be able to have more confidence. You just walk in and be like, I'm going to order that and that because I know what it's like. Mm-hmm. Anything else? All right. Remember, guys, don't forget to send me your questions and we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to start with is the song as well. But before that, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself when I'm sending the link out to everybody? Just, what you do right now and all of that.
I born from South Korea and came from South Korea. I came to the United States 2018 in middle of August to start my master's degree in early childhood education at UCO. Then there's Donna and Charlie. They're both really amazing people.
Hello, Donna and Charlie Bond. Shout out to you guys.
They are helping international students, like just well in like Oklahoma or America, those kind of things. They are doing like Chi Alpha ministry. So through that experience, Donna helped me out to meet Mo. So since then, 2018 December, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Since that, we keeping our friendship.
1 year and a month. Yeah. And so you are currently doing your master's in early childhood education and all of that jazz and stuff. And I think another thing we're going to do today is reference a lot about the movie Parasite. And then for those that haven't watched it, what do you want to say about it in a few sentences?
Definitely, it is a good movie that I want to recommend. It is both sides represent well people's mind in a good way and also bad way. Sometimes situation and a background can make people to choose bad choices, and those bad choices will lead really bad consequence. So sometimes in our life, few choices we face, like how we choose, it totally changes our life. So yeah, that movie told me about those.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I watched it in the theater, I just went with an open mind because I didn't want to read much about it, and it really blew my mind. I think it's a good story about the inequalities you see, and like she said, when we make choices, sometimes just the ricochet effect and how they can lead to consequences. And I think it's a movie that depicts the inequalities, and we're going to use the noodles, best believe it, as a way to showcase that. All right, so to kick this off first, we're going to do a karaoke song, and this is by Mujung, and it's There's Never Been a Day That I Haven't Loved You. 한국어로 어떻게 말해주세요?
한 번도 너를 사랑하지 않은 적 없었다.
Meaning there's never been a day that I haven't loved you. That's quite heavy. I hope only Jesus, we can only say that to Jesus. Yeah. Alright, I'm putting the link on the Instagram, on the Facebook Live, so you guys can join us. All right. 시작할까?
Yeah.
네. Really, there's never been a day that I haven't. That's quite heavy. I hope for you. 잠시만요.
마지막으로 보내줘 수많은 1년 중 그날에 떠나던 그 해가 있었죠. 어디에 있을까? 잘 지내지나요? 아팠던 거 잘 보내줬나요? 떠나겠다는 말 많이 힘들었어요. 사랑한단 말도 그래야 했기에 어디서 떠나요? 나도 잘 떠났으니 이제야 그대 이해하네요. 사랑 누구나 하는 흔한 이야기 시작의 이유도 헤어짐의 이유도 근데 모르게 그저 치열한 날들 우리 어떤 사랑을 했었나요? 그 가슴에
So serious.
가지 말라는 말 왜 안 했겠어요? 혹시 싫어할까 가슴에 남기만 그대는 그날로 나를 쪼가죠. 이제야 그댈 보고 싶네. 사랑 누구나 하는 흔한 이야기 숨마저 못 쉬던 걸을 수조차 없던 그대 모르나요? 모두 가져간 날들 우린 어떤 이유가 있었나요? 떠나 정말 되게 삼아야 했던 그날 이제는 그리워질 텐데 말을 못해서 표현 못해서 어떤 걸 사랑 누구나 하는 흔한 이야기 시작의 이유도 헤어짐의 이유도 그대 모르게 그저 지나간 날들 우린 어떤 사랑을 했었나요? 그 가슴에 흔한 이야기 지나가 못 쉬던 걸을 수조차 없던 그대 모르게 모두 가져간 날들 우린 어떤 사랑을 했었나요?
Alright, so that's the song. And a lot of Korean cultural expressions. 감사합니다. A lot of cultural expressions you find in Korean involve songs a lot. They sing a lot. And there's karaoke, as some of you might know. And now we're gonna go into the cooking. So, 어떻게 시작할까? How do we start?
First,
just-
may you
Thank you.
introduce the ingredients?
Alright, so alright, this is oh sorry. This is the beef. Can you guys still see us? This is the beef. And I use the sirloin steak because actually no beef stew. So if you go to the market, just find the part of the beef that is kind of good for the stew. That's what I'm using for this. And then we have radish, Korean radish. This looks like it looks like this. Actually, it's longer, but we chopped it. It's like that. Come on, and it comes in different types, but I like the Korean version. We also have the daikon. You can also use regular radishes, but this is the Korean one. We also have, and in Korea it's called mu. And this is spring onions, like some of you might know this, or green onions, however you call them. And I got this from the Korean store yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so for those that are Nigerian, think of it like Maggi cubes, but this is it's kind of a little bit lighter. And I always check out the sodium content because my blood pressure went high last year, so I'm really worried about taking a lot of salt. So make sure you always check the salt because a lot of the noodles and all that, they have a lot of salt in it. And then we have this. This is called this is seaweed. But this is seaweed powder, but it's the way it's called powder is because it's a little bit dry and it's crunchy. So you can actually put this in your rice and you can make dumakbap. Yeah. Kind of like put rice bowl, and it's so yummy. So that's what it looks like. If you don't remember the brand name, it doesn't matter. Just say seaweed flakes or powder. And then this is a multiplayer. This is Chapagetti. And it's a portmanteau of spaghetti and jjajangmyeon. Now, jjajangmyeon has a heavy historical context in Korea because it was actually introduced by the Chinese. So I went to LA last year, and one of the best jjajangmyeon places I had, even in the whole of Korea, actually is in LA. And we had, tanjangmyeon, which we'll explain later. But it's black noodles. And the chapagetti, so it's jjajangmyeon and getti. So it's, jjajangmyeon plus spaghetti. And in the Korean movie Parasite, they call it ramdon, which is kind of weird. It's like ramen and udon. Udon is Japanese noodles. But we'll explain, just why this is important once we're done with that. And the other one we have here is noodle. You got so many to say.
This called in Korea noguri. Noguri in English means
raccoon.
There's no raccoon in here actually, just one of their kind of main character to sell image.
Oh, I see.
This noodle is raccoon.
Yeah, and it's spicy seafood. I like this because it has that seafood. Actually what makes the noodles really taste nice is the packet in it, not the noodle itself. Yeah. It's the seasoning. Yeah, and like I always say, always make sure you read the sodium level. Because this is like almost 2,000 milligrams. By the time you're done with this, you're almost seeing Jesus. And this, my goodness, this is Buldak Bokkeum Myun. So bul is fire, dark is like chicken, and it's spicy fire Bokkeum Myun, so stir fried like ramen. And FYI, this is quite hot. I don't know how hot if you were to place it on the Scoville scale. That's like the scale to like measure how hot food is. But there's another one after this. It's called Heck
불닭볶음면.
Oh yeah, that's times 2. Do not try to eat it at home. If you're not very good with Korean like spicy food, it can literally perforate holes in your stomach. And
so in the Parasite movie, for the people who already watched that, so one of the main characters, she asked to cooking
the owner of the house, the madame,
she asked like, may you please make them chapagetti?
Yeah,
so chapagetti. So both are the worst combination together. They make on YouTube.
Yeah, and then another implication of that is this is like cheap food. Everybody knows it's like it's not like for Nigerians like instant noodles like Indomie. Almost anyone can afford it. But to show you just how there's some inequality, do you want to explain the sirloin?
So yeah, I think in the movie, what the director and the writer want to describe is because this is instant noodle. Yeah. So people in South Korea, they can get this really cheap. Like, I only have like less than $1. Like I only have 25, quarter or only
a quarter or maybe 200 naira.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna just have it, just I want to feel like fulfilling. I don't care about the ingredients like
nutrients and all that. Yeah.
So this is kind of can be considered as a cheap food, but however, good quality beef always costs more.
Soegogi, yeah.
It's really expensive. So
yeah.
Combination both means like rich people and poor people's combination. That is society.
I thought
people
Banchan,
living
like
together.
Mojung just did that, great. And then we have we've already diced the green onions, as you can see, and then a lot of garlic here. So we're gonna get started. If you have any questions for us while we're cooking, please let us know. And then later on, we're gonna make this. We're not gonna do this on camera because it takes a lot of whatever. But this is one of my favorite desserts from Korea, and it's a Korean pancake mix. It's called hotok, and this is the best time to eat it actually in the spring, right?
Yep.
All right, and you guys can have a taste of this anyways, but this is what it looks like. And they have like the instructions at the back. It's really yummy. Think of it like pancakes, but it has nuts and honey in the middle. All right, so what do we start with?
So first, to cook beef, because meat should be cooked properly, well, not to get sick. So what we're gonna do first is put some oil in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna use olive oil just because it's healthier, and then we're gonna add the garlic in it. I can do that one. Thank you. All right.
So I'm gonna put garlic in here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then many Korean food, it's actually based on garlic with like olive oil,
yeah.
or green onion with
olive oil. Or even onions with olive oil, yeah. If you guys have any questions, please don't forget to share it. I'm gonna boil some water for the noodles. Yeah.
Noodle for here.
Okay. A lot of water or just a little bit. So as I'm doing that, we are gonna boil some water for the noodles, and then what else again?
And then next step is we also gonna make some soup.
Yes.
Bean sprout soup. So
yes.
I'm gonna cook in here. This is for the noodles, and that's gonna be for the soup.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put a little bit of the olive oil in here, and I'm gonna.
And the meat has been washed. This is not one hand. That's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. What can I help with?
And this is for this one, right? Yes, 14. So the difference is this meat is I put some more olive oil to a coating, because this is gonna be used as a soup,
and
however this is gonna be used as
for the spaghetti and all that, yeah. And once it's doing that, let me walk you guys over to this part. I already took the liberty to dice the plantains. They come like this, and then you can cut them whatever way you want. I like them this way. You can chop them, you can thinly slice them using a mandolin, but I like them in this way. And I'm going to use my air fryer. So one of the things I'm trying to do this year is to, eat healthy, and so I don't deep fry anymore. And I'm going to walk you over to Aria. That's the name of my air fryer. You guys have probably seen her on Instagram because I did a lot. So this is a brand by Kusori, which I really like. So what I usually do is I put just a little bit of oil in the air fryer, just a little bit, like that, because I don't want it to be too dry and then it sticks to the pot. And then 1 second. And I do just put that in here. And in 10 minutes, I'm going to have fried plantain, or air fried plantain in this case. I know some of you already bought yours as well because I had friends reach out to me like, thanks for letting me know about an air fryer. I just bought mine. How you guys doing with your air fryer? For those that don't have one, I highly recommend this. You can actually bake. You can skewer stuff in it. And like I said, it's healthy. It eliminates the need of oil. As a Nigerian, we use oil a lot in disturbingly quantities. And I think it's so bad. So I plug it in and I mean, depending on what brand of air fryer you have, I have the Kotari one and I like red. As you can see, my kitchen has like a red thing going on. Do not ask me why. So I like to do 380 and I like to set the, that's around 180, 190 degrees Celsius for those that are in Celsius. And I do about 10 minutes and I do play and that's it. And 10 minutes, I'm going to have my stuff ready. Now we're gonna go over to Sylvia and see how we can help. So this is gonna be cooking. As you can hear the sound, it makes not a lot of noise because this room sound it makes.
So we are on the way to cook the beef.
Yeah.
And may you help me to open the introduce
Sure.
the house inside, like
Alright.
how they put.
You know Mojung?
Yeah.
So like you said, always make sure you check out the sodium level. This is like I said, almost 2,000. We're not gonna use everything out. Are we gonna use all of it?
No.
Okay.
No. Most of the people they put everything, in there. But this is originally made for soup.
Oh
This
yeah.
one is more like high sodium level.
Yeah, and
but
then
what we're gonna have is there's no soup
Soup in
in
it.
the ramen, then we
Okay.
should reduce our sodium. We're not gonna use it. Oh, that's
Okay, sure. So this is what the inside looks like. This is actually mild. Like what you have here is almost like the vegetable mix. This is not the sauce. What you need to be worried about is this tiny little thing. This is hypertension. Just kidding. But this is where the sodium comes from. It's a soup base. I usually just divide it into 3 sometimes, but just 2, because it can really be heavy and salty, and I don't like that. So anyways, that's all you find in there. And there are many ways you can make this, like she said, you can make it like a soup. I like that soup format, but what that entails is once the noodles is done, I drain it, and then I, put it back on the fire, lower the heat a little bit, and then put the base in it.
And also the noodle types, sometimes the ramen noodles, how type is different.
Yeah.
So this one is a thicker than the other
Like the
noodles.
bibimbap one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bibimbap is really thin, but
Yeah.
this one is a thick.
Oh, that's true. Sure. All right. Any questions for us? Let us know. Send questions and can you guys hear us? All right.
So next step is, so in here, for the beef, for the soup, is like halfway through the cooking, like almost two of third of the cooking well. So I'm gonna add it the radish one.
Oh yeah. So remember that?
The radish.
Sure. No, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then before adding more water,
Yeah.
cooked it as that condition. So when the edge of the radish looks like the color is different,
Yeah.
the center and the edge,
Ah.
which is the edge is
Cook it
starting
more.
cooked, and you can add it more water.
Okay, did you guys get that? So, see how the radish is all looking plainly white? She said when the edge of the radish is changing a little bit of color, and then you can add more water. Should I cover this or leave it open?
Leave it open.
Okay. All right.
You put the noodles in the
Oh,
bowl.
this one? Alright, this is also the Chapagetti. So I'm just doing a mixture of Chapagetti and the bread. We talked about it.
Water, yeah.
Alright. So some of you might be surprised that you see the amount of water in it. I know, like, for Nigerians watching this, it's like, like, this water is too much. But remember, we're making it in a style of a soup. And that's how you really should eat these noodles. You should put enough water in them so that it can dilute out. You already reduce quantity of stuff you're putting in them. You got that? So I like to just do that. Alright, and it's gonna cook. Does it good?
Yeah, maybe. Let's try one more.
Oh. Alright. So I can see things are boiling, things are like, going over. Oh, and I forgot to share something with you guys. We also have this. This is rice water. I like it. It's very healthy and it's made out of rice. And I think this is I don't know if it's brown rice, but it has some brown pigmentation in it. But let me show you guys what it looks like. Can you see the? If you're lucky, you can actually find some stuff in it, like some rice particles. I like it. It's quite refreshing, and the sugar level in this one is so low, which I like. So it has that healthy feel, and then 시원해. 마실까요?
네, 감사합니다.
Should we share with Chad? No, Chad is busy. Why are you so serious, Chad? So Chad is Sylvia's boyfriend slash whatever. Too much water, yes. I know you said too much water, but it's not too much water. It's just the right amount of water we need. Any questions? People are awfully quiet. Please. Thank you.
So I am mixing, trying to touch like the noodles parts, because when you just leave it there, probably some part gonna cook it well, and some part will not gonna cook it well.
Oh yeah.
So like keep doing like this way, touch with air. What I heard is makes the noodle more like 꼬들.
Oh, like
how can I say it in English?
Crunchy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I just learned that when you're cooking this, like raise it up a little bit, bring it out in there, and then put it back in. Number one, it helps with the even distribution of the heat, so that it cooks well. And then number two, it's gonna stay crunchy. Yes, Nigerians watching this thing is a lot of water. Remember, it's not enough. It's not a lot of water. You're supposed to have it in a soup style. This is the Korean noodles. Now for Indomie, that's a totally different conversation. But for Korean noodles, you expect it to have it like a soup. That's right, the brand that I showed you guys, the noguri and the chapagetti. And as you can see, you can't even tell the difference between which one is the noguri or the chapagetti. So it still confirms my hypothesis that these noodles are similarly the same, always the same, except that they have like different sizes. What makes them different really is the soup base. Okay?
Very good.
And then this is actually cooking quite well. And, yeah. And for Nigerians watching this, I noticed a lot of differences between the beef in the US and the beef in Nigeria. In that, I think they've already kind of pre-cooked the ones here. Because one time I tried cooking at home, and I just, use the amount of time that I would normally use in my beef. It didn't cook well. Like, I don't know, it really didn't cook well. So make sure you cook your beef really well. Another way to actually get it, to find out if you're cooking it well, you can always taste it, or you can use a thermometer. So a cooking thermometer is also another way. This actually helps to prevent you from poisoning yourself, like food poisoning. But yeah, make sure that the internal temperature is quite, so this is like telling me it's 150. I try to aim for about 180 thereabout. So it's rising up and up. That's another way to find out if your stuff is well cooked. You don't want to poison yourself like eating meat that is not cooked. That's how the coronavirus started, plus some other things. which we're not gonna go into because it's beyond the scope of this conversation. But people wash your hands and cook your food very well and avoid eating live animals.
So meanwhile, I added the water in here.
Okay. Oh yes, and we remember this one we told you about. This is Soegogi and like I said earlier on, it's like Maggi for Nigerians watching this or non-Nigerians that might know Maggi. Maggi is like the bouillon cube, like that. But I like this because it's more enriched flavor and it's really good for beef and whatnot. And the sodium, yeah, we're back to the sodium. It's about 1,080 milligrams, so use with care. Remember, there's also sodium in the noodles. There's sodium everywhere. What am I shouting? What you say? Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's just a little bit of that, but it's 1,000 and something milligrams of sodium. But we're using this for this big pot, which we're all gonna share. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, just to take out the last bit of it. All right. And while Sylvia is doing that, Aria just called me, and we are gonna look at the plantains. Remember I told you guys that I air fried them? And this is what they look like. Can you come over here? Set the table already. Look at that. Air fried. Now you can actually be a lazy person like I always am. But because I was doing a video today, it's like I don't want you guys to see my lazy side. I usually put like a foil paper in here, and it will get rid of all this stuff. And with the foil paper, it's easy for you to clean. You can just take that out. You don't have to worry about washing, and then you won't have all this, stuff in there. But that's the plantain, and I'm tempted to touch one, but I won't. How we doing? Oh, we're back here.
It's about time to mix with the beef.
Okay.
And the noodles.
Okay.
So the reason we are gonna make it half and half.
Okay. So we can try different things. Okay.
Because originally chapagetti is between this and this.
Yeah.
But however, people also make a combination a lot between this and this too. Because I'm in South Korea. I'm born in there, but I cannot have it itself. It's
really?
too spicy for me. It's too spicy.
How many of them?
It's too spicy. I'm sweating a lot.
Really?
Yeah, my palms feels like burning.
So that's the one we talked about. This is the Buldak Bokkeum Myun. The other one has heck and it says ×2. Like when Koreans tell you something is spicy, don't mess with that. Like they mean it for real. Okay.
Yeah, you have to really be careful if you guys gonna travel to South Korea and the lady said it's just a little bit spicy.
No,
the spiciness is different.
No.
What I heard, like Mexican food also spicy, but what I heard the Mexican food is more like staying in here.
Yeah,
but Korean spiciness
it
goes down to your stomach.
Yeah,
and it stay in like days. Like days.
And the Mexican one comes out. You know what I mean? Like the Montez ones are like, sorry, what am I doing? No offense to Mexicans, but you know what I mean. Oh, rice water. 무슨 브랜드 추천해 주세요? Rice water. 네.
비락 식혜 is the one I had it since when I was a kid. 비락.
Oh, this is the best one? Okay. So for those that are wondering what brand, it's Birak is like the best brand according to Sylvia. But I want to believe that if you enter a Korean market or an Asian market where this is being sold, anyone would just do. So don't worry about the brand, but just try it. Another way you can also make this is the camera, right? Sorry. I put it in the freezer for like a couple of hours, and it never gets, even if it gets frozen, it's not completely frozen. And I shake it, and it has like this shard of ice, and I drink it like that. It's so good. I remember my friend had surgery. I had got also good for those that are recovering because the taste is really mild, but it's also nutritious. Right. Work out for you.
I put it in here. First one.
Just one?
Just to pull itself. Because we're going to reduce it here. Because mostly this is the spicy one.
Okay, so this is from the Chapagetti, and that's also from the Chapagetti. Oh, Noguri. Noguri and Chapagetti.
Yeah. So, Chapagetti's one, the juice, like what is the powder?
Yeah,
Powder,
it's
like,
yeah.
color is like kind of dark brown. But however, Soegogi was more like
reddish.
color,
Oh, okay.
like a pepper. So I'm gonna just only put half to reduce the sodium.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
We have our friend Cheryl and her kids coming. They're gonna be our tasters. So, because we want to make sure that this really turned out well. We won't be giving ourselves unnecessary compliments.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Oklahoma and you do one of this, you want to stop by and be our food tester, let us know. We plan to do this, I don't know, maybe once a month. What do you think? Okay? Yeah. And you can send in your suggestions as well as to what you like us to cook. And the next time, Sylvia is going to be singing a Nigerian song. And if you guys have any suggestions for a Nigerian karaoke song she can sing, wholesome lyrics, by the way. None of those shake your body, shake your bum bum, that kind of song. No, like, if you guys got suggestions of what to use, let us know. Carry the pure here.
In here, use one.
Oh yeah.
Oil.
So this is like the oil. It's vegetable oil, but I think it might have like a little bit of some flavor in it just to accentuate the taste of the food. So we're gonna add that to that.
Mm-hmm. Putting the oil in here.
Yeah. She 참기름 she 넣으면 괜찮아요?
네.
Alright. So another, as you can see, this is my spice corner. This is a little bit of my spice corner. It's not well arranged, but I like sesame oil. I put that in my rice. I put that in my just a little bit, a drop of it, and it kind of kicks the flavor. I also have sesame seed. So this seed is made from the oil is made from the seed, and I put this as a topping on my food as well because I like the crunchy taste and I like the food.
So let's move this one in a plate so we can cook more spicy one.
Okay.
So
이거 넣으면 괜찮아?
네.
조금 아니면 많이?
Kind of evaporation. So
okay. Alright. So this is what it's gonna look like when we do this. And so we're all over the place. This is the first time we're doing it. So see, I'm bumping into Sylvia, and Sylvia is like bumping into me. We're giving ourselves, grinding ourselves, because we're kind of, the first time. And really thank you, Chad, for helping us with this. Mm-hmm. He's not saying anything. He's so quiet right now. All right.
This is your show.
Oh. Mm-hmm. It's our show.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it in the pan.
Okay.
Put the pan, like half of the.
So we divided the solid, the beef stew into two. Mm-hmm.
The reason I reused this one because the base is the same as Chapagetti.
Oh yeah.
Mm. And then, may you help me to?
Sure. Just put that in here.
Careful, please. Okay.
I can try that. So this is gonna be the hot one.
Mhm. Spicy.
Yeah, and as you can see, it has like a little bit of some stuff they added already, like carrots and green onions and whatnot in there. So, all right, let's see comments. Okay, so guys, first question. Oh, thank you, Sister Okon. Oh yeah, she's watching for her daughter. But I think food is also a very good way to explore other cultures because it's safe and we all like to eat. Maybe some more than others, but food is always the safe way. And that was one of the reasons I brought Sylvia to the show. And I'm so thankful she decided to do this for me because I love her language, I love her culture, and she's also one of my Korean teachers. And we love eating good food, as you can tell. Mm-hmm. So, if you have any questions for her regarding food or Korean culture, or anything you're curious to know, and as you guys know, I'm proudly Nigerian as well. If you have any questions, why do I keep looking here? I have no idea. Just how awkward I am right now. Okay. If you guys have any questions about Korean culture or Nigerian culture, and okay. FYI, there's nothing like Nigerian culture because it's so heterogeneous. But I'm Nigerian. If you have any questions about Nigeria as a whole or anything related to food or culture or whatever between me and her, just let us know. Put that in the comment section. I could have helped you. It's okay. Alright, no, it's fine. I would have helped you. So setting the table. Wow. Move.
What's the next one as the last?
Okay. Help us here.
Next one as last, I edited the green onion.
Yeah.
Because I chopped it quite small.
Smaller,
so it's gonna cook really fast.
Okay.
You're gonna
put it last so it
yeah,
doesn't
put it
become
last.
soggy. I mean, everybody knows you put your soft vegetables last. So you can still, it doesn't denature the process of those vegetables, but also it gives it that extra sticky one. Okay. You gonna know there? Okay. So not true. I won't use everything because I've gone on.
You can put as much as you want.
Okay. So this is this is what's gonna kill you if you're not careful. It's really hard, and it's a pepper paste.
It's kind of feeling when people, when they're young, when they when kids try to follow kind of wrestling at home. In the starting like the program they say do not try this at home.
Yeah, this is like a disclaimer.
You really need to be careful.
Don't say, oh, you saw it on the More Sibyl Podcast and I want to try it and now I'm going to eat out. I'm not gonna be responsible for you. No. So
Mike cannot go to school next day or if in the work.
Yeah, please do not do that. And this is actually gochujang. This is the paste. It's reddish, and this is the same thing as this, but this is just easy to pour. And this you can mix it with your rice, your beef. I mean, it's just amazing. And I went through that long route to say that soup base the pepper paste is actually made out of this. Move, Banchan. So, 그리고 kimchi, yeah. 그리고 김 pantry 있는데, 네. 네. Alright, so you mix it very well. See, it's turning black. See, black makes everything look good. See what I did there? Black is beautiful, Chad. Alright. So, okay, yeah. So put in the oil, and that came with the package. You go. Alright. 괜찮아요?
네, that part is done too.
Alright. Okay. Wow, 맛있겠다. Looks yummy. And as I did with the earlier one, I am gonna put some sesame seeds in this. Okay. Some. Alright, so this is I'm just gonna do this. One more. Seaweed comes in different.
Bless you.
Bless us. Bless you. Seaweed comes in different forms, and don't ask me how I have all of them. So this is seaweed, but this one we're using for the kimbap. Kimbap is like the sushi rolls, as you can see here, and it's still seaweed. And I like them because they're very nutritious, and they go with rice most especially, and you can just have them as a snack. And I like the ones that are made out of olive oil. So when next you go to an Asian market, make sure you get them. This is the one that you can put in your doshirak, which is like your lunchbox. And it's still seaweed, but this is just better packaging. And this I can put in my rice. If I just get my chopstick, tip one, and then roll it in your food and just put it in your mouth. I mean, it's so amazing. But we're not gonna use this one or that one now. This is what we're gonna put on there. And this is also seaweed, but see how it's packaged? It's different, like it's flaked. Another good thing about seaweed, so like Yorubas, ewedu, which is like jute leaf, is what you like you give to like those that have just had kids or people that are pregnant because it has like a relaxing effect on the uterus. Seaweed soup is called Muguk soup, and on your birthday, your mom makes it for anybody can make it for you, but it's also good for pregnant women or those that are on their period as well because it helps to like relax the uterus and tighten your stomach.
And also blood circulation.
Blood circulation. And you make that, I think the best meat to put in it is clams and is it beef or pork?
My favorite is beef.
Alright. So let's go to the table. Oh, and here's the beef soup we made. It's cold. I mean, it's kind of cold now, but it's not like super cold. But as you can see, it turned out well. You can see the radish, you can see the beef, you can see the green onions, and it's not too oily. It's not too spicy at all, but it's kind of healthy. And I like soups. You can give you that feeling of fullness. Oh wow, it's really
good, right?
Yeah. The beef. I mean, do not try pork or chicken. There's something about beef. Yeah, beef is like the best thing you want to use on this. Because chicken, especially with the radish. Because radish has a smell. It's very strong. It's from the onion family. So you don't want to use anything that's gonna make you really smell like you take it to work and your colleagues are like, what the heck is that? And if you're black, you don't want to be in that. Sorry, that's true. Now we're gonna tell you about Banchan, which is our side dishes. So Koreans love Banchan, and if you think of a typical Korean food, and let me know if whatever I'm missing. Like one of the things that shocked me being Nigerian was how you guys eat rice every day.
Also kimchi too.
But your rice is not the main dish.
Yeah.
It's the side dish. So Nigerians, there's a way. Let me just tell you of a universe where you can still eat rice every day, but don't kill me for this. But it doesn't have to be like 2/4 of what you're eating, or sorry, 2/3 of what you're eating. It can just be in a very tiny stuff like this, and then you can have other things. Now this is kimchi. Let me get my stuff. This is kimchi. I love it. It's pickled cabbage. And kimchi has different kinds of varieties. You can use napa cabbage. You can use, they have anchovies, which is like fish. But they also have the vegetarian one for those that are vegetarian, if you don't want to do fish. And they have the gochugaru, which is like pepper powder. And the best thing about kimchi is when it's freshly made, it's okay, but the more it ferments, the better the taste. And different stages of fermentation, you can use them in different kinds of cooking. What examples of cooking can we use fresh? That would be nicer to use fresh kimchi versus fermented kimchi.
There's many different varieties of the style that you can eat, like kind of just make kimchi.
Okay.
You can boil the pork.
Okay.
Like a bossam.
Bossam inside the pumpkin. In the lettuce.
Pork itself, and just cover it. Just cooked kimchi and wrap it and eating.
That's bossam. Yeah, lettuce and a little bit of gochujang, and then
put the kimchi in there.
Kimchi and garlic. Yeah. Okay.
And then other way, kind of really long time, fermented kimchi.
Yeah.
You can make kimchi jjigae.
Yeah, this is like
soup. 고등어찌.
Oh yeah. Okay. And the thing I like about kimchi is that it's way back in the days when they didn't have refrigerators, they'll have like kimchi jang, which is like a kimchi making party, and everybody, like the moms, the women in the household, they kind of come together and then they make the kimchi and they store them underground. And this is for the whole year. I mean, is that not amazing? And now we have refrigerators. Thank you, Samsung. Also from Korea. And now we have so this is kimchi. And we're gonna put this as a side. So remember, Korean food, they have different varieties, and they're called banchan. This is the side dishes. Ban means half. Chan is probably like a Hanja word, and so this is part of what we're gonna do. Oh, and this is radish. It's similar to that other radish, which we showed you earlier on. That looks like this, but this is kind of like colored, and it's sliced, and it's a little bit sweet. So this is kind of like ready to eat. Huh? Laminated?
Oh, put more like sauce in there.
Oh yeah, sorry. They've already marinated it. So they've added sauce and all that. And it's still, they have it in different forms. Sometimes it's longer. I like this one because it's very pre-cut. I don't have to worry about cutting in the mandolin. Did I miss anything else about this? That's period. I'm just saying. Alright. So we could add rice to this, but it's still gonna be like an overkill. Alright, so I'm trying some young. I just okay. So we're gonna put a little bit in here. And it's a little bit fermented, but I like the taste. Because I'm trying to win myself. I have a sweet tooth. I'm trying to win myself off of sweet things. And I found that fermented things is kind of like the way. But you also have to be careful with fermented stuff. Because in regions where they eat a lot of fermented stuff, they have increased risk of stomach cancer. So, I don't know. I think the key thing here is just balance. So we're going to take this back to... As you can see, we're beginning to have some colors. I think the only thing we're missing is black, which is... no, green. Let's use this one. So, I think that's pretty much it.
That will be all.
That will be all. And let's see if we have more questions. Oh, why we're not using Korean noodle bowls? Was it? Sorry, we don't have that here. Anyways, but I only eat chicken. Sorry, Linda. Well, you can add chicken, but just try it at your own risk. So that's pretty much it today. So we've made chapagetti and niguri. We have the chapagetti and niguri. We have plantains. We have the Soegogi Muguk, which is like radish and green onions and beef and the broth. We have the pickled radish. We have kimchi. We have kim. And we have plantains. And we're going to dig in soon. Thank you guys for being a part of this. And do you have any...
Hope everybody have a good afternoon and good lunchtime too.
Yes. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on wherever you listen to your podcast on. Anchor, Spotify, iTunes. And there are numerous ways you can also support the show. The season 3 will be coming on. Bless you, bless me, bless all of us. Season 3 will be coming on in April 9th, thereabout, and coming back with amazing stories. Anyways, 여러분, 안녕히 계세요. 오늘 함께 시간 주셔서 감사합니다. Alright, and that's
Hi,
that.
goodbye.
Alright, everyone, bye bye, and thank you.